So let's talk about non-dual devotion. What is non-dual devotion? I would say that the best way to get a sense of it is to experience it. So I'm going to share an exercise with you so that you can experience it. And it's very easy to experience non-dual devotion. But before going into that, I would like to make an attempt to define it. What is non-dual devotion? So that you have clarity about what you're looking for. Non-dual devotion has two aspects, and the first one is the love or thankfulness that you offer to the One, the Divine One. That's one aspect, and that's the one that we will talk about today, the exercise that I will share with you. The other aspect is that, and this is the highest aspect of devotion, non-dual devotion, is the surrender to the One. You surrender to the universe. And the universe is a happening in the present moment, in the now. So you surrender, when you surrender to the One, you surrender to what is. Because the divine is what is. So something happens that is uncomfortable, and you accept, you surrender that thing. You surrender to what is. You accept what is. So let's go into this exercise that will help you to experience the first aspect of devotion, gratefulness and love, which is beautiful too. So this is the way it works. The next time that you have a meal in front of you, as in the past perhaps you were used to say thank you to God, which was a nice practice, by the way. But now if you want to do it from a non-dual perspective, the next time try this. You sit down in front of your dish, it's ready to be eaten, and you take a moment first to thank the farmer that produced those foods. Then you may thank the truck driver that brought the food to the supermarket. And then all the people that are working in the supermarket. And all the people that are working in the behind the scenes in the supermarket, in the truck company, and in the farm. Many people worked to make it possible for you to go to the supermarket and get those foods. Then you thank yourself too. Thank you to myself. Why? Because you also had to make the money to buy those foods, and you had to create the dish. Perhaps you worked in the kitchen for some time making it possible. So lots of people have participated in this creation to make that dish possible. But it doesn't end there. You can thank also the earth that made possible for those vegetables to grow, that food to grow. And then to the sun that also participated, the sunlight, and also the rain and the water. The earth was absolutely necessary, right? And the earth environment for those food to grow. So the earth, the sun, and our planetary system, would not be here if it's not for the galaxy. The galaxy holds the different planetary systems together. And then the galaxy would not be here without the universe. So the universe, the entire universe conspired to make possible that dish that you have in front of you, the One made it possible. So you begin by giving thanks to the parts, and eventually you say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to everything, and you begin to lose yourself in that visualization of the One, of the totality, and in that feeling of warm feeling of gratefulness towards the totality in which you're included. You're not separated from it. So this is a very simple way to experience non-dual devotion. And then, see, non-duality is very simple and effective, but it has two steps. One step is the studies that you make at the beginning in order to come to awakening, and practices, whatever practices you do. And then awakening is a milestone, and then a second phase begins, which is called embodiment, that leads to enlightenment or liberation. This first period, the awakening, the period before awakening, needs to be shortened. Don't waste too much time there. Wake up as soon as possible. It's not difficult. So, how do you do it? There are many ways to do it, but I'm going to suggest one. Below this YouTube, there is a link that leads to the awakening protocol. It's described in a page online. Go to that page and look into this and see if it is something that could help you. Okay? Take care, and see, it's important to trigger the awakening as soon as possible, because the embodiment phase is much easier. It's more relaxed. You are not at the wheel, because now you have realized that the you that you thought was real is not real. So you let go of the will and you begin to surrender much faster. And surrender is what another form of devotion, right? As I explained at the beginning, surrender is the fuel, is the only practice eventually, or almost the only practice that you do all the way to the end. Take care. Check that link.